I'll get uninterested.
The hardest thing for me with Fallout 4 was there was just so much to do, and when I first got it, I was like, oh, this is cool, and the story was awesome to start. It's like, oh, you escape to the vault, and then, your husband or your wife, depending on which race or whichever gender you pick. Yeah. Sexual orientation is race related. So, so you're either your husband dies, your wife dies with your kid. Spoiler alert, first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I don't care.
And then the whole point of the game is, they take the baby, because they're like, oh, this one's special. And then you spend vault tech people, they either take your baby and kill the husband or the wife, depending on what gender you play. And then I was playing, and I found out that my character was more interested in rebuilding settlements than finding her baby, and that kind of killed it for me. I was like, well, it's like all these side quests that you get, that they're like, hey, you do this, do this, do this. Oh, you should go rescue these people. And I was thinking, if I was a mother that just had a child, and it was like an infant.
Or a father, too.
Or a father.
Trust me.
Yeah, I don't have a baby of my own. I'm like a surrogate father to 2 kids, but as it were, in the game, I found out
you didn't build a house first?
It's like, go find this child. No, actually, I want to build a settlement. I want to go rescue these people.
I want to have some for this child to come home to.
We rescue the baby and then they're homeless. What's that going to do the baby any good? It was better off without you.
Right. Wherever it is right now, it's not like, it's not suffering, right?
The child
it's just not yours.
Experimented on or something. I don't know. I haven't got that far. I'm only level 10. I think maybe 12 now. I'm not sure. I haven't played the game since November. So.
Preposterous. You have levels. As a mother.
Yep.
I don't know what level I am.
The Dad Award is what.
Here
you go. Steam achievement. Bad father. It took you 7 months to find your child.
Or longer. He is now 4 years old. Yeah. Has no idea who you are. Doesn't care.
We don't have a relationship.
He's in the Mad Max movie, playing the guitar with the flamethrower guitar, and you come in and
he's like a good father.
Mad Max, yeah.
Did you make it to the big city that's like in a baseball stadium?
No, not yet. That's the thing.
It's about as far as I got.
I got up to... I'm on my way to the city, and I got ambushed by a bunch of super mutants in a side alley. It's like Jacob's Alley or something like that, or Hangman's Alley.
One of the cool new things they introduced, I think it's new, but there's like legendary monsters or people. You kill them, they have unique weapons that are tied to that person, which is kind of interesting. So special effects or like cool stuff, so you can have like Big John's machine gun or something. I think that's a cool layer.
I picked up, it was a baseball bat. It was one of the super mutants, home run baseball bat that I'm pretty sure.
Armor can be the same way, so you can have somebody's knee pad or something.
The one that made it through the battle.
Yeah.
Like you shot them in the chest, and you get their armor, and it's like still really good armor. You're like, how? How is it good armor? Because I literally exploded them, so whatever.
It blew off.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Agreed.
It must have got in through the side. That's the weakness, so you gotta force that.
Must be it,
yeah. I've been playing Fallout 3, because I don't have Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And Fallout 3 is enough for me. I played that for about an hour, here and there, and then I'm done blowing things up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but everything I kill, or everything I shoot, like limbs come off. I can't just have a regular standard kill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you get that perk that makes everything bloody?
I didn't.
Okay.
I did not.
That does it.
My luck, I have 10s in a couple things. My charisma's like a 3. There's like 3 or 4 perks that are like 1. My perception's like a 2, but my strength, my endurance, and my luck, I think, are 10s. And I think luck has to do with it. Yeah. And criticals.
That's what I'm saying.
Just about every shot I do is a critical hit. And if I'm in hiding, especially when I'm hidden, yeah. So, and I'm playing like on a standard difficulty, what you're supposed to start out with, and it's just, it's pretty easy,
I think so. The one thing that might bring me back to Fallout 4 is when they introduce mod support on the Xbox, because then cool stuff can always happen.
Yeah.
And I never have it on PC, so that stuff's always available.
If I get Fallout 4, I will get it for PC.
Which is why I'm kind of might buy the season pass, even though I'm not even playing the game. Because if I ever go to play it, I'm going to want to get all the achievements. I don't know.
Do you have Steam?
I have Steam. I'm on Steam. Oh yeah.
I recently found out you can share your library with somebody on Steam. Did you know that?
You share it completely. Here you go.
Yep, I can log in on my Steam account on your computer, and then it'll say Taco Cat 13's library, and then if I'm not on Steam playing my games at the time, you can play them.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So let's.
After we're done, let's set this
I'll
up.
hook you up with, and I got a shit ton of games. So, and they're all the games that they're all old. They're like none of them are new except for Fallout. But
I'll take your Fallout. Sweet. I'll play it. Good. Good.
my
Good.
my 13-year-old daughter showed me that. She's like, I was watching YouTube, and apparently now there's YouTube videos you can watch where they're interactive. You can click the screen and drag and look around on the YouTube videos.
What?
Yeah.
Like, look around.
Yeah, like
They're just
The 360
Okay, they're
yeah, the
360.
360 ones. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
was
they're
possible.
for VR. Mostly. You can use it
gotcha,
for-
yeah.
I watch on my iPad. If I just move the iPad and it moves.
Yeah.
It's a 360 view.
So you could have some naked fat man in the corner,
You would know
touching
that, so you-
himself, you know, and you drag over there, and you're like, oh.
Yo! Why would they
No, he was there until.
So you did the
So
360.
yeah, you looked around. That's a surprise. That's what I'd like. I want to do that. I want to make a 360 video, and that's what I'll have. I'll have me naked in the corner,
Oh, okay.
nodding the whole time.
Oh yeah, with your bug. Oh yeah.
Enjoy. Enjoy this tutorial.
Strategically
I won't.
placed green screen just
Yeah.
right over. So
Yeah.
You can't actually see anything. It's just a hole. Yeah. And it's on the clean screen.
And it's just somebody
Green.
else's.
Right.
Cockadoodle.
Samuel L. Jackson in Boogie Nights, was it? Yeah.
What?
Was
Samuel L. Jackson on Boogie Nights?
Was he in that movie?
I don't know.
What movie is it? There's a specific.
Was there a dong in it?
Yeah, it's full nudity, full frontal male
Samuel
nudity.
Oh, but it wasn't. It was prosthetic, I believe.
I won't know.
You guys seen Django Unchained? You get to see that guy's
Yeah,
jump,
Jamie
too.
Foxx. That's his jump in that one. Yeah.
Why are we talking about this?
Gary. It always comes back to it some way or another.
Somehow,
So
three
yeah.
guys in a room,
Yeah.
always talking about penises.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
It gets to it. Rub-a-dub-dub.
Three
Guys.
Grown men in a
Grown man in a room?
talking about.
Apparently, in the new Deadpool movie, you can see Ryan Reynolds jump, but it's like a faraway, shadowy shot. Have you guys seen that movie?
I have
Not yet.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I heard it was funny.
It's really funny. I want to go
As
back
far
to
as it was
again.
good, I don't know, but I heard it was funny. I heard he was funny,
Oh, yeah.
as Ryan Reynolds always is
Yes.
to me. So
Yeah, he's usually
He's
It's perfect
spot
for that
on.
character. So.
Yeah. I liked him in The Proposal. I think that was probably his funniest movie I've seen. You've seen it, I
Yeah.
think.
yeah, Sandra
It
Bullock.
doesn't stand out as a funny movie to me, but
I didn't think. Yeah, he was.
You didn't think it was funny?
Super funny.
I don't
It was
remember it.
hilarious.
So
It was just
That's
hilarious.
relevant.
Super funny.
yeah, Van Wilder was my favorite Ryan Reynolds, but now it's
Oh.
Deadpool.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
I think
He's really good at waiting. I just
Waiting
Yeah.
was my
I just
favorite.
rewatched that not too long ago. That was good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's the game, yeah. Back to the penises.
The Batman.
There it is.
Yeah.
The brain.
Take a look at the goat.
Batwing, bitch.
Yeah. John Leguizamo. Take a look at the Batwing, bitch. Oh, so veiny.
Anyways, moving on.
Yes.
I'll have to. I'll maybe cut that out, but maybe I'll keep it. I promised to cut some other stuff out, previous videos, but I just ended up keeping them because of
Is this like a... What rating are we shooting for?
family.
Okay, then we'll have to cut the entire penises
penis
bit.
thing out. You know, I don't know how
Like
much
a
actual
brisk-
family
brisk-
watches
What do
this,
they call it?
so
Like a
I'm
penis?
really
The
not.
Jewish ritual?
Oh yeah, a brisk.
The brisk? Is that what that
I'm
is?
gonna cut the penis.
Oh, I'm gonna cut the penis out. We're gonna
That's
brisk it.
it. Brisket.
Is that where the word brisket came from?
It's all goat foreskins and cow foreskins. Just
I wonder.
Brisket is
Meaty
a chunk
mix.
of beef meat. But
that's what I'm saying. It's
Well, what chunk of beef beef is it? Where is it coming from? Ooh.
Hail the rave.
moving on.
We shall cut the tip of our foreskins in the name of God our Father.
So, I think we have to work it out of our system.
Just kidding.
We can't. Move on.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Can't get out of my mind.
So, it's the 30th anniversary of the first Legend of Zelda today.
The first one. I'm that old, man.
Yeah, holy cow.
I guess I was alive when I came out. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Not very alive.
I was
there.
4.
I
mean, I was like digging in dirt and playing with crap.
Yeah.
Because I was in the USSR then, but yeah. VCRs were like brand new technology to us.
That's
I remember
crazy.
that.
Cool. I don't know if I ever beat the original Legend of Zelda.
I've not. I've played.
I mean, I know it's
maybe 2
doable,
minutes of
especially
it.
now I
Yeah.
know what's going on.
I
But
haven't.
and there was a hard mode. Definitely never beat that.
Really?
You
There's a
change
hard
your name
mode?
to Zelda.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the second quest. You know?
Change your name to Zelda, so you're looking for Zelda?
Well, no,
As Zelda?
just the save file. You save it
I
as Zelda
see.
because you can save it as whatever you want.
I see. The first Zelda game I played was the Super Nintendo.
Link to the Past. That
My
is
favorite.
the
Still my
only
favorite.
Zelda game I've ever beaten, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
And actually I do like the other one that they kind of remade it.
Link Between Worlds.
Well, yeah, something like that. It's exactly the same with
It
a
is a
few little
sequel, I think.
add-ons, you know. And I liked it too. I liked that one as well. But I really enjoyed the classic Super Nintendo Zelda Link
Yeah.
Link to the Past.
Playing the 3DS one, The Link Between Worlds, made me realize that I don't like Zelda anymore. Like the 3D ones, I bought them all because there weren't very many games coming out at the time. So you're like, oh, cool, new Zelda.
Yeah.
I never beat them. I played them, whatever. And then all the Wii ones, I never got into those.
The only one I got into was Twilight Princess, and I really liked it.
the beginnings of the games are so
They're
slow,
so long.
and they
It's
lose me.
6 hours of like,
Fishing in a village.
yeah, like it's just boring.
Yeah.
And the one that I hated was the Skyward Sword one. I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool. You get to just, you got 1-to-1, and you get to swing your sword around, and that's gonna be great. But your 1-to-1 sword swinging ability is also like the goblins' 1-to-1 shield blocking ability. So wherever you have your sword, that's where they have the shield. So you end up doing this anyways and hitting them, and that's how you kind of do it in Twilight Princess. Is you just do the flick of the wrist motion. And so I'm like, well, why even have that, ability? If you want to outsmart, if you can't even really play,
Right, if you can.
because it didn't seem like there was a delay with the goblin blocking.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, it didn't seem like it was an accurate like goblins are pretty dumb.
Yep.
They're not like,
But they know that
they
sword
front
blade.
block. But oh man, anywhere you have
Hey,
that
goblins.
sword,
Not goblins.
Moblins, yeah.
moblins, whatever. So that part didn't interest me, and the beginning story was just terrible. It
You
was
really
like
gotta
6-8
that.
hours of running around, running away from a bully. I don't even remember. It's just.
I do
so
remember that part, yeah.
And and everybody was like, "Oh, and the art in it is so amazing. The style of art is so." I'm like, "No, dude. They ran it through a filter, like a watercolor filter, the whole thing, and it doesn't look good. It looks kind of awful."
Yeah. Just made me realize
stylized.
Link to the Past is the only Zelda game
Yeah.
I really liked.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I liked the Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, but Link to the Past I played through like dozens of times, and
Right.
it's good.
Yeah. I like Twilight Princess still, and I still play that because once you get past that original 5-4 hours of playing with your horse or whatever the hell you're doing, once you're past all that, you're actually like, it's actually good to me. Like, I like it, and especially once the whole world opens up. I am looking forward to the new one, the new brand new one that's coming out, because it's supposed to be open world completely. Or something
Especially
like
on
that.
the new Nintendo. It's not really.
It's not even the
NX.
Wii U yet. It's not on the Wii U.
They will probably do the same thing they did with the GameCube Wii one. Like, it's on both.
Oh, okay. They're even coming out with another console?
Yeah, they're gonna. I think this year, the Nintendo NX.
Yeah,
NX?
Yeah, that's like a code name, I believe. Has that been on the internet?
No.
Apparently not.
Not like that. I haven't heard anything about
No,
it.
yeah.
Well, that's like
It'll
their-
probably be a big announcement at E3. Like, NX is the code name still, but
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean,
they're saying this year, so probably holiday.
I thought that U was meant to complement the PS4 and the Xbox One, but I guess they're coming out with that.
It's not even as powerful as those.
Yeah, the Wii U.
Because
Yeah, no,
the problem with
that's exactly
Nintendo is they keep
what
doing this mid-generation thing,
Right.
where it's almost up to par, but then PlayStation and Xbox are a couple years later they come out with a new one, and
Yeah.
Nintendo's just behind again.
Yeah,
But they haven't been in the power race in a long time.
right.
They've been in the family generation thing.
But what I will give Nintendo is their games are almost always spot on, clean.
Yep,
And
high quality first party stuff.
Yeah.
Not this
When I
buggy
played
Bethesda
Metroid-
stuff that comes
I
out.
know, that's it.
When I played Metroid Prime,
That's a good one.
I couldn't believe how good everything was. There was no clipping of any sort. There was no shapes going through walls or like any of that. Everything played really well. Everything fell off. You know, like the last boss was like, man, there's so much going on, but you know, everything's bouncing off the walls. There isn't, you know.
Could you imagine the Metroid
Just-
Prime games in VR? That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
Well, I would throw up everywhere, but it would
Yeah,
be cool.
right. You have to take like
Senior helmet, whoa.
a bunch of.
Yeah. I'd be puking all over the place.
That'd be cool. Those games are
That'd
fun.
be neat, yeah. And I remember thinking like, oh man, Super Metroid, another one of my favorites.
Yep.
Oh, Super Metroid would be so awesome in 3D, and then they made Metroid Prime, and I'm like, wow, that's good. But for the GameCube, it kind of sucked because you couldn't do the whole like, it wasn't like truly a first person. It was like half.
Well, to
first.
shoot, you had to stop.
Yeah, you have to like do
It was a
something. Yeah, you
separate-
can't move.
you can't move and shoot,
Yeah, so
so-
it was awful.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was a really terrible mechanic. But then for the Wii U, you could do, and that was actually the best for me. It was like that's the only time I actually could beat the game was using the shooting motion controller because I could play it like a monster. You know, it's like awesome with that. And then
But
I
they
found
haven't
Metroid.
made a good Metroid game in that so long. Like that Metroid 1, what was the one that came out for Wii U? For Wii? Zero Suit or something?
Oh, Zero.
Metroid Zero.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, it was like a side
terrible.
scroller.
It was made by different
Yeah, it
people,
was
but
completely different. Yeah.
why haven't they brought that series back? It's like one of their biggest franchises.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think they're working on another one for the
Hope
Wii U
so.
or the next, maybe NX.
So
But,
NX, yeah.
yeah. I enjoyed Prime 3. A lot of people didn't, but I thought it was good.
I
I thought it was
played
good
that
to
one.
see other people communicate with you. You got to see other, you know, you just weren't like a lone bounty hunter because I was kind of starting to, okay, yeah, I get it, you know,
Right.
alone. I enjoyed all the side scrollers for the DSs that came out. I thought they were awesome. I forgot what the titles were, but I liked them all because I've always liked those side-scrolling Metroids. So, never beat the first one for the NES. There's a lot of games for the
Oh, the
NES
first
actually
one,
that I
I
didn't
know.
actually play. I was more of a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. That's kind of where my start was
Yeah,
for gaming. So I might be too young.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, I had the NES, but I played like Mario and
I'm like 4 years too young, I think, for that part. Yeah. So, and I didn't really care about it when I did see it because I was already
right.
stuck on the Super Nintendo
Yeah.
Right.
graphics. What do you guys feel about? How do you guys feel about? Excuse me. No. How do you guys feel about the retro throwbacks? Games that look like 8-bit graphics. Let's pause there.